Oh, he got my shrimp.
We got plenty more of those.
All right.
He grabbed all of that
See
grass,
how it just
doesn't
sits with the shrimp up and the legs of the shrimp are going, and then you pop it up.
Game on.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
Hold your rod far to the right, reel it. Reel it. Reel a little more. Oh, we gotta get right in on him. It's gonna be a little too far to the left.
Oh, he's got you on, he's on you. He's
Yep, he ate you. Reel. You got him.
Pick up, baby. Oh, listen to him croaking. Oh,
You
yeah.
got him.
Fish on,
Nice.
good cast.
Nice. Great shot on that one. That's it. Let it fall.
That's money.
Bounce it. Bounce it. He ate you.
Big
Money.
Jack Crevalle.
Great shot. Great cast.
There's another one there. I think I got a big Jack Crevalle.
No, you got another
Did
red.
I get a redfish?
There's
you got
two
the
of
red.
them there. See if we can get a double. Reel it.
Perfect.
Reel
Reel,
it
reel,
quick.
quick,
Quick. Drop it. Move it. Move it. Move it. He's looking for you.
Yep, you're right on it. Bring it this way. Quick. Stop. Wait.
Nice call.
Wait.
Beautiful.
They look like bookends just got there, too.
They're pretty much cookie
Double-header.
cutters.
How we born together.
I lipped one of these one time.
Probably not a good
The
idea.
key was one time.
One time.
I'm not doing that anymore. Now, they're like a bonefish. You hold them upside down, they don't move?
Nah, they'll still move around a little bit.
Oh, actually, I got him beat.
I think
Yeah,
you got me.
I
was
think
gonna
he's
say
got
it.
you.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Quick to
twice
point
I've
that
got
out,
you.
weren't
Probably about 2 inches there. You got it.
Yeah. Man, the leader disappears when it goes in the water under his
It
tail.
is. A little fluorocarbon.
What are we
there.
using? About 20?
That's Seagar 20-pound fluoro. It's easy to tie knots, especially with braid now, how slick it is. You know, you tie a lot of knots with some different fluoros and it just doesn't bite. You know,
How do you, is it a blood knot or you
it's
using
an Albright.
An Albright.
I tie a really small bimini in the braid
Gotcha.
and then tie right to that and then a little surgeon loop knot for the jig.
I like the loop. You don't like it tight on the hook?
I don't. I like it to have a little bit of free fall.
Gotcha.
I love that Albright knot. It's a good knot.
The cool thing, I got to see a fish tank that FWC had with little hatchling redfish. You know, some were 2 to 4 inches. And when they're that small, their spot is so prevalent, and you see them all swimming around in the tank, it really does look like a second eye. So when they're that small, you know, snook and other redfish and tarpon are predators of little reds. So when they see a little redfish or a school of them sitting on the bottom, and they want to eat them head first or get lined up, so they're not going to run away. So then it confuses them and keeps them from being able to eat them.
So it doesn't play a role later on as much.
Not really later on.
As when they're young, as when it's a major deal.
Those are almost identical spots. That's crazy. These are really healthy fish. There's no
nicks.
no nicks,
No
no
osprey.
little red blisters.
No osprey claw marks.
Yeah, it's funny because you say osprey up here in the shallow water. That's their main predator.
Is
You
it?
know, especially a fish this size. You
Yeah.
get an eagle or an osprey to come down off pretty easy.
Yeah, their main predator is the osprey
Osprey, and then
and a hungry fisherman like myself.
that's it.
Sweet doubleheader there, Richard.
Uh-oh. Mine really wanted to go.
There he goes. High five.
Nice job, guys.
All right.
Thank you. That was awesome. Oh, great call.
He hits the bottom, boy, and he grabbed hold of that grass.
See how it just sits with the shrimp up and the legs of the shrimp are going, and then you pop it up.
Game on.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Mercury. By Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. And by Under Armour, Costa Sunglasses, and Key West.
Periwinkle purple. The real
he gave
color.
He gave up the secret.
What do you call that one? Captain Richard Special?
Yeah.
Redfish
You gotta have a
Slammer?
name for it.
You gotta have a name. Don't be embarrassed.
Well, I actually don't have a name. It's just the periwinkle color I had.
I thought you were gonna say
Come on,
Michelle
Sally,
or
something.
Sally.
Nancy.
Fancy Nancy. There we go. That's what we'll call it. Look at that shrimp on there, man. I tell you, that thing really looks good.
Let's say you can drop it down and you can see the shrimp grab the grass. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's just perfect for working it back towards you. It's the natural direction that shrimp wants to leave.
Yep. And then when you pop it, it looks like that shrimp coming up.
Yep, that's pretty cool stuff. He hits the bottom, boy, and he grabs all of that grass,
Yeah, it just
doesn't he?
sits with the shrimp up, and the legs of the shrimp are going, and then you pop it up. And
Game on.
Boom, game on.
It's just great how that,
Oh, that Nate's looking right at the camera. He wants to be a star.
it don't foul either, man. It's nice. That's probably why you tie that loop knot on the eye.
Yeah, it helps it free fall a little bit better.
Yeah. Turn your rod to the right, I thought.
Left,
I could be
right
wrong.
there. Left a little bit. Watch out, like, no further, not that. Don't throw like that. That's not it. Reel that back in.
What is that?
Houndfish.
That's just pinfish or something.
Okay.
This fish is right there. You see him tip? Just point your rod for me. See that thing waking there? Just past the wake.
Going
Right
which
a little
way?
bit.
Going left or right?
Yeah, don't follow the wake.
Just
the
just
fish
wait.
is laying there.
He's just laying there. He'll
That
pop
piece of
up
grass is right there. See him just pop up again?
there.
I'm
Point
not.
your right,
Point your rod.
right there.
Right there. You see the dimple?
I let him too much. I didn't throw it far enough, did I?
No. You go further, further to the left and further out.
Oh, you want me to backdoor you? Oh, the wind got you.
Too far to the left.
I don't know where he is. If I did,
Yeah, hang on for a second. Let him
bust
pop
your
back up.
ass.
He's not gonna be far. He's right. He's gonna be right there. Just
Well-
wait, you'll see him. Oh no, I'm wrong. He's right. Yeah, you got him. Reel it. Stop. Jig it. He ate you.
I was not looking that close.
Nice job.
Backdoored you, baby.
Okay, shrimp.
Oh no! What?
Way to go sometimes.
Gosh darn it. It's the way the cookie crumbles.
I was looking
Boy,
way
that
further
felt
out
good.
than that.
Almost.
Almost backdoored you, Scotty.
All right.
Karma.
Keep watching right out in there. You'll see him pop up.
Past the mangrove chute?
About
I got
even
it.
with the mangrove shoot.
Yep, I see him. Still, he just
That's all
kinda-
just bait close.
He's still kind of hanging right there, right?
That's his back that you see. The
His
top of his
dorsal,
head.
yeah.
Looks like a pretty good fish.
Ooh, it's got to be shallow for his head out of the water.
Yeah.
Now he's
Dude, if this was in Key West, I would know exactly what the tide was doing.
There's another
You
one
know
over
what I
here
mean?
to the
Because
left.
of the drop.
There's one right on that mangrove chute also.
Yeah, I see him.
Because, brother, if it was dropping, we'd be.
Scared.
Kind of freaking out. But I know here, like I can pull.
Is that one good?
Yeah, that's a good one. I can pull 200 yards to our left, and we'll be in a foot of water.
Oh, cool. You ever see guys out here with airboats or not allowed?
Not allowed.
Even in the motor zone?
Yep. No airboats allowed. All right, Scout, when we get up there just a little bit closer, you can tell he's faced to the right.
You got a
Kind of to
little
the
bit
right and at you last time he tipped. So the next time he tips,
Oh, I'm gonna burn you.
that might be a little short. Yeah, it's gonna be a little too short.
I thought it was money.
Not quite. You gotta be further out and to the right more.
He's gonna spook. I know he is.
No, he ain't. That's
That-
money.
That's gonna do
He
it.
turned to
Keep
the
it
left
up.
though.
Oh. That kind of bothered him a little bit. He'll still eat. No, you gotta recast on him.
Where is he, Cap?
He's right coming right for my bait. All right, he's headed right at
Just
you.
leave
Hold
it there. Now he's gonna turn a little too much. Go ahead, Scott. There you go. Just leave it there for a second. Leave it there. Wake it. Oh, a little too much.
Oh, I'm backdooring you bad now.
Just pulled it out of the water. The hell's that?
Leave it there for a second. Just wait. No, he turned.
Yeah, I saw that. He must have felt the line or the weight. That big shrimp on his head, I think, did it.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yeti Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. By Simrad and the new NSS Sport touchscreen display. And by Marine Formula Stable, Isla Mirada, Tailwalker Charters, and Plano.
Tying a haywire twist is very important to learn. It's a great knot. Basically what you're doing is you're taking the wire, running it through the hook, and you want to tie it to where you have the wires at 90-degree angle from each other. And when you get started, you want to have these wires as far apart as possible to make your first turn so they're like 90 degrees away from each other. The most important thing is to make sure both wires are being spun, not just one. If you just spin this wire around this wire, you're creating a noose and that knot will slip. Whereas when you spin both wires, it will not slip. Then you finish off with a barrel roll. You just need a couple barrels to hold it down. Then you take this tag in, bend the little handle in it, and pop it off. The reason you pop that off is so when you reach down and grab, there's nothing there to poke you. If you cut it with a pair of pliers, there'll be something there to poke you, and that'll go right to the bone. If you're gonna tie them that slow to make sure you have them right, you need to be able to do them quick, or you're gonna have to tie a bunch of them before you leave the dock. And how I tie them quick is just not even thinking, not even looking, just. And there it is. Okay, now attaching the mono to this rig to make it look really stealthy and get a lot more bites, what we do is we tie a knot called the Albright. And what you're doing is you're bending the wire over, just like this, taking your monofilament, which is coming from your fishing rod, laying it over the top of that bend, holding it. You're just wrapping this thing around the whole rig. All I'm doing is wrapping that mono around the whole rig. Then you finish it off by putting that tag in through that loop. It's the only time we've gone through anything. And there's your Albright. Same trick with breaking the piece off. Just want to break that piece off so it's real clean. You can grab a hold of them, cut your tag end off, so if you guys want to, be a good fisherman, practice your knots. That's what I used to do, a lot of practice. And what you got to do is just sit around, practice these knots, and get them perfect. Because if these knots are right, you're going to catch more fish.
It's a nice little fish. See how bronzy he is from just being in this little bit bronze color water?
This one loves to get his head down in that grass.
It does. It was funny because you had two fish there, and the other one was searching around. We had a needlefish flip, and the other one ran over and piled on the needlefish and ate him.
Oh, he got my shrimp.
We got plenty more of those.
All right. I'll cut into the cost of the trip. Oh, he's got a big old spot on him.
Boy, he's gold.
Circle hook right in the corner of the mouth.
Yeah,
He's really gold. Or bronze, more bronze, Wonder if that's just closer you get to the freshwater, the more they get that color.
Is the spot the same on both sides of the fish? This one's square? No, it's not.
I mean, they're all a little bit different.
The exact same spot on the other side. It's cool.
sometimes they'll have 10 spots up and down, and this side will only have 1 spot. So it's they're not cookie cutters for each side matching.
Do you ever have a tournament where you got the most spots wins?
Not down here. I know in a couple other places in the state they have low spot win tournaments. So you get those 80 spotters and you pretty much got that one locked up. Rotate that little circle hook out.
All right, thank you.
There he goes.
Put Steve up on the ballast time so I can throw over top of him.
I mean, we caught, that's about 6 or so, huh? 7?
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. By Seagar, always the best fishing line. And by Marathon, King Sailfish Mounts, Spear One Charters, and Fraybill Fishing Gear.
I'm Richard Black. I'm 23 years old and I'm a professional fishing guide in Islamorada, both inshore and backcountry. Grew up down here in Tavernier, Islamorada, and spent my life pretty much growing up on the water. First, had the whole canoe thing and able to go out close to home. And I went to school for 4 years at Florida Gulf Coast University. Drove back and forth 3 days a week, so I could fish 4 days a week down here, doing a lot of the same guiding thing, helped me pay through school. And after I did that, I came back full-time and was able to purchase a house. And so, I first guided trip, went out, it was snooking redfish stuff. I was a little nervous, the first time. You're like, well, actually getting paid for this now, so you gotta try to put people on fish. And we went out and caught like a half dozen redfish. And my whole thing is I don't really get upset when people miss fish, or I want them to have a good time. I almost get addicted to it, like watching people catch fish more than actually catch them yourself. Pretty much started tournament fishing when I was younger. I was the angler in it in some of the junior tournaments around here, and really got into it before I was 17, able to guide and stuff. But I won the Red Ghost, placed several times in it, and got to fish in the IGFA. And from then I went into fish like the Swamp Guides and some of the smaller tournaments that are pretty challenging, and started doing better. I really improved when I started fishing the Redbone series, which is it's a series of 3 tournaments. First one being in Key West in September, and then Key Largo for the Baybone in October, and then November for the Redbone. And it's 3 different tournaments, 3 different species, and 3 different areas. So, that really put me on edge. And I was lucky enough to win a couple Redbones back to back, and then I won a Baybone last year, and we were first place team in a slam this year. So, been lucky to do pretty well in some of those tournaments.
What I really liked about Richard was the fact that he grew up here just like I did. He's a fishing guide. He's just starting out. Young guy, eager to get it done.
Yeah, he took us to the quiet little spot about an hour from Islamorada, and we got that little bay, and those redfish tails were everywhere. Mm-hmm. And we caught plenty with the regular stuff. We were throwing a DOA shrimp, artificial, and a shrimp tip jig, and that worked fine. And we caught them. We caught doubles. We caught everything. It was game on. But it was a beautiful day. The wind fell out. You want to try to fly rod?
Pick it up.
Oh, I see him.
Strip that. Strip it.
Oh!
Strip it. He ate you.
Good eye there, Richard.
Good eye, buddy. Oh! 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 Listen, I do a little fly fishing at home, offshore, but there's no backdrop. We just throw it, strip it, and we get a bite. And
evidently, you got to be a little more precise in the backcountry, even if it is a redfish.
I wouldn't have made a good quarterback.
I sat down a little bit and enjoyed myself and watched quite the show.
Till the mosquitoes got you.
Are they mosquitoes? Or
Yeah, mosquitoes.
It's in that same
Time out.
box. Bug spray timeout.
You should see your ankles, man. Good Lord. They're following your black around like a bear.
They're not even bad.
They're not bad.
That's the thing. That's not even bad at all.
Give me some deed on here.
I'll be down into that.
Dude, they were wearing me out. Good
Great day. We didn't have to do any work. He wanted to tie the knots, put the bait on the hook for us. You know what?
It was nice.
Let him do it.
It was nice. Hooked up. Jack Crevalle.
Call that, Skipper. We'll take him sword fishing tomorrow.
See that captain? He don't come down for that one, does he?
You're on your own with that one.
Jungle. He's gonna pull his own pole here in a minute.
They vocal up in here. I'm letting you go. Settle down.